Nicole Bowen, a mother of two, rarely speaks about her first pregnancy back in 2009. Painful memories come flooding back. At 35 weeks, everything was going well until she went for a routine checkup at a health centre in West Bromwich.
The midwife said I had a high blood pressure. She sent me home for 7 days, asked me to come back in. When I went back in, there was no heartbeat and I was sent to the hospital. They gave me a tablet to induce labour, sent me home for a further 2 days.
Just days later, Nicole's baby was stillborn.
If something was done on the same day she found out that I had high blood pressure, probably things would have been different. It's indescribable. It wasn't nice at all.
And it still hurts to this day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nicole feels she didn't receive the care she deserved and believes racial bias played a role in the way she was treated.
I do feel if I was a different colour they would have took it a bit more seriously, but they literally just kicked me out of the doctors and sent me home.
There are women of all backgrounds who've had negative experiences during pregnancy, but figures from a study about maternity deaths are shocking and shine a spotlight on an issue where black women are disproportionately affected.
As a black woman in the UK, I am 5 times more likely to die during pregnancy and childbirth in comparison to a white woman.
The 5 times more campaign video was set up to raise awareness about the statistics.
The whole point of the campaign is to actually find out why. I've had anecdotal experiences of loads of mothers who just felt like they weren't listened to, their pain wasn't taken seriously, and just really, terrible experiences from black mothers. We advise pregnant women and women going into labour to, number one, speak up if they feel like something isn't right. We ask them to have an advocate, so somebody who can speak on their behalf if they feel like they can't during labour. We also ask them to seek a second opinion. We also ask that women trust their gut, so they know their body better than anybody else. And the last thing we ask people to do is to do their research via trusted websites on their pregnancy and labour and what to expect.
Some women we spoke to in Leicester were shocked by the figures.
It's terrifying. I've not had a child yet and I want to have kids, but if I'm 5 times more likely to die than my friend, it makes me wonder, do I want to risk it?
I don't know if it's because of the care that they're now getting. Are they not getting the care as normal people? Or is something underlying? I don't know what.
It's institutionalised racism and it's rife today. No surprise there, really.
I wish people spoke out about it a bit more.
This woman, who doesn't want to be identified, described what she went through as a nightmare.
I went to hospital full on in labour and I wasn't believed. I think when a black woman especially says, oh, I'm in this amount of pain, they don't usually believe her. Any person could have seen that I wasn't full on labour. I was clawing against the walls. She ignored me several times, and which really was upsetting because I thought to myself, maybe it was because it was of my skin colour. It stressed me out. I had a very stressful birth. When you go to hospital the first time, you don't know what to experience and you don't know what to expect, and you never expect for someone to dismiss you because of your skin colour.
Elsie Gale, an independent midwife, says it's about respecting patients regardless of their colour and listening to their individual concerns.
As a midwife, trained as a midwife and certainly as a nurse training, you are taught, and our code of conduct actually dictates this, that we are non-judgmental, that we work with the needs and the values of people, and it is a lack of this within the structures that are set up in ways that put people or value or devalue people.
If nothing gets done now, will my daughter be 10 times more likely to die during pregnancy and childbirth?